Alright, so just in case during this long video we have a back scratcher on standby. Just in case. Welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new video. Finally. I feel like I just can't get consistent putting out videos. But that's going to change. Hopefully going to walk towards a video once a month, at the very least. That's exciting. This might be the first of that. Either this one or another one.
I wish I could say the same, but I'm so busy. I have fallen off big time.
Yes. This is Wilkamz. He's joined. He's been on my channel before. You should know him if you're a subscriber. But if this is your first video, welcome in. We are doing a studio album tier list of Rammstein. So like I've said in a couple past videos, I've really settled into the tier list format. I really like it. I think it's a good replacement of what I like to talk about, music and such, and like entertainment in general. I'm not going to limit it to just music all the time, so yeah, we're doing Rammstein, which this shouldn't be as long of a video as my last one, because the last one was 2 hours long. It was Iron Maiden, and we had like 5 people, including myself. So go check that video out, though, if you're a fan of Iron Maiden. I'm doing the same kind of rules, same set of rules. Anything that's in the tier list, farthest left is what we like the best out of the tier list. Farthest right is the least. I have 2 tabs open up. The second tab here is going to be Wilkamz, and the first tab is going to be mine.
Why do you get the first tab?
Because it's my video.
But Rammstein's my favorite band.
It's still my video. Speaking of Rammstein...
I quit.
Get back here. Also speaking of Rammstein, about a year ago I posted a guitar cover of their very first album. So go check that out. I'll probably put a link in the description. Senschutz is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming. We're going to get right into it. We're going from their first album all the way to their most recent album in order. Studio albums only, so you will not see any live albums on this list, or sadly you will not be getting into Clavier, the piano exclusive album there, which I absolutely love, so it would probably be S tier. I'm just saying. But yeah, this is studio albums, so we're going to get right into it. So, their first album, Hetzerlight.
Yeah, it's a good album. Not quite S tier for me. This is an A tier album for me.
We'll go ahead and put it in.
I didn't start at the beginning, so the first that I would have heard from would have been Sehnsucht. So
I feel like that was the first
that was like where they really
people
exploded in popularity, yeah. So that was first for me. So this one I, discovered a little bit later, and it was, earlier than some of the stuff. So it doesn't quite have the same impact, I guess, to me, but it's still so good.
I mean, Hetzerlight, the title track, is a favorite of mine for sure.
Yeah, it's really good.
That one's
Rammstein,
groovy.
of course, is really good. Wollte dir das Bette Flammen sehen is good. Der Meister, Weißes Fleisch, Asche zu Asche. Du riechst so gut, so good. I'm going to say Heirata Mish is probably one of the most underrated. That's one of my favorites off the album, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about it.
Another one I think that I would put as kind of an underrated one is Das Autolight. That one's really good. That one was really fun to play. I also really like it. I also didn't start off on this album. Same thing with Wilkamz here. Senschutz was the first. The overall format, it's pretty simple. To be fair, a lot of Rammstein is. There's not you're not going to get guitar sweeping in Rammstein songs. They just wouldn't fit. They're not trying to be like spectacular in technicality terms, Simple is always doesn't mean bad. This one just feels a little bit more simple than most of their other simple stuff, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, it's really straightforward, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of just stops it for me from being S. I would definitely also put this in A. It's the first album. Very rarely do you have the first album be an S tier. So far in my video format, or video series of the tier list, I think the only one that's been S tier has been Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden might keep that crown for a while. Because even thinking about other bands right now, I still can't even think of a debut album that's S tier. That's really hard to accomplish. Still a good effort though. I really like this album. So yeah, I don't think there's too much left to be said on it. I mean, it's a pretty solid album. Moving on.
Sehnsucht. Check out how cool that is. This is his vinyl, by the way, but...
Yes, a very cool vinyl.
Like,
forgive the lighting.
my journey with Rammstein started with Sehnsucht. Specifically, the song Engel. First one I ever heard. Right off, Engel is my favorite song from them, so...
It might be my favorite too, honestly.
So, like, I've got it tattooed, and I have it tattooed there. So I've got 2 tattoos for the same song. That's how much I like this song.
Yeah, that's a pretty big commitment there.
This is an S tier album. Yeah, for me this is where it began for me. Sehnsucht is so good. Engel is the best. Tier is so good. Bestrafamish is so good. Du hast is amazing. As everyone knows. It is so
one
simple,
of the most catchiest songs ever.
Yeah, that's the song that everybody knows from Rammstein. And it's so simple. I can't remember which one I've got.
There? I don't know.
Yeah, because
I just know of Stripped.
I think that's what's on this one. So this is probably the US one, maybe? I'm pretty sure some of them eventually had the English version of Du hast on it. There were versions that had the English version, and it's funny because the English version is not correct. It is not a correct translation. People were mixing up the word Hast with like Hasse, or Hass with 2 S's instead of just 1. So if there's 2 S's on Hass, it means hate. Hast with 1 S and the T is have. So the lyrics are you have me, but everyone thought that they were saying you hate me, and so then they made an English version of the song in which they did the English lyrics, you hate me. So they just added to the confusion. So they did that on purpose because that's just how they are.
So I think this is a good time. We probably should have touched on it a little bit with Hetzerleit. Even though this is a studio album tier list, we should still talk about some of the live performances because the theatrical element of this band is very important to them. You obviously have the Wings. Till Lindemann wears and stuff. They're a very theatrical band.
That's a more new thing.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. But even before that, I mean, they were using all kinds of fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know, their performance on Book Dish got them kind of, banned in a lot of places for their live performance and stuff.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, they were always doing wild, crazy stuff on stage. It is very much a performance on top of just a music show. Going
back to Hetzerleit, I really like the bow that he uses in Du riechst so gut.
I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking about his boots.
Weißes
Fleisch, when he like kicks it, and there's just like fireworks flying out the back of his boots, and he starts like doing front somersaults and stuff. Yeah, so I mean, even back to the first album, like they put on a show.
This isn't a live tier list, but we are going to talk about it because it kind of does add some vibe and elements to the songs themselves.
Their music videos are the same way. They are putting on a show, a theatrical performance. Like they're not just playing in front of a camera. Like there is story and cinema to their music videos.
Yes. Just a moment ago, up until you started talking about it, I was actually going to put this in A. Hear me out. I love this album. I'm going to explain myself and then kind of still decide. Because I'm on the fence of S and A right now. The way you talking and stuff is just like, that's just an S tier album. But then I'm just like, some of the later songs for me aren't as strong.
It definitely gets weaker as it goes on for sure. But for me though too, it's just so iconic. It's where I started with Rammstein.
It's true, but like at the same time, it's like the later songs for Hetzerleit stood out more to me than this one. Because you had the title track Hetzerleit, Rammstein, the song at the end, Leichheit, that one's a jam. I love that one. But and then in this one, it's like, I like Alta Man. Alta Man is really catchy. I like Kusmis. It's kind of like this weird balance for me of like, the first half of the album for Sehnsucht is a lot better than the first half of Hetzerleit. But then like the last 3 songs of Hetzerleit, I like more than the last 3 songs of Sehnsucht. So, I don't know. I think I'm still going to put it in A, but I'm going to put it at the top of A for me.
See, you talking about all this just now has got me thinking like, oh, maybe I should put Hetzerlein in S tier too.
To be fair, I was kind of expecting you to put everything in S tier. This is like your favorite band.
Yeah, and honestly, I was thinking about that, and that's why I was like, I think Hetzerlein at least is going to be an A, but I'm changing my mind. Go over, switch it.
Switch it.
Switch it. It's an S tier.
Okay.
Behind Senso. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to be whatever, but no, I'm going with my gut.
Don't put them all in S tier.
Don't tell me what to do.
So, Mutter. Half the songs on this album were music videos.
Yeah.
Because of how
Senso blew up in popularity, and so I feel like they just had do more music videos, and so like
they got a bunch of extra money from Sensus, and they were just like put on like this almost super album with Mutter.
As an S tier, Mein Herz brennt, fantastic. Links 2, 3, 4, fantastic. Sonne, Chef's Kiss, fantastic. Ishvi, fantastic. Firefly, fantastic. Mutter, fantastic. Spieler, that's probably the one I remember the least, so I'm going to say that's pretty good. Adios, so underrated. It is so fantastic. Neville, pretty good. So like it does fall off a little bit at the end too. But not as much. Not as much.
I'm going to be talking about it a little bit, but I disagree.
Like I said, Adios there towards the end. Because of how it falls off, I kind of overlooked that song for a long time and didn't realize just how good it was. Obviously with like Engel being my favorite song, like, and the way that album is like where it started for me, that's like, since it holds such a spot in my heart. Yeah. But overall, this has more songs that I will go back to. Just if I'm not listening to a full album, if I'm just listening to individual songs, like I'm gonna go to more from this album than I will the previous two.
A lot more memorable
I'm gonna put
songs.
This above both of those.
Okay, so top of S. This is actually gonna be my first S tier album. As I said, I disagree. I think every single song is really good. Probably the one that I remember.
I think every single song is really good too, but I do still think that there is a fall off from the start.
Yeah, but
like I'm not saying that they're not really good.
Is like so
they are so
catchy.
Good. Rammstein has never made a bad song.
I know they haven't.
So like, don't take me saying it falls off as being like it's not good anymore.
Still
fantastic.
But yeah, this one was just super album. Like after the first two, it just seemed like a combination of those ones. All the great from the first two albums were just tenfolded into Mutter. But yeah, Mutter.
They need to come back to
10
the
out of
US
10.
so we can go see them.
Yes, they do. 10 out of 10, S tier. Oh, also, I want to point out that Mein Herz brennt is their first song that was played in drop C tuning.
What had they played up until that point?
So, the first album, mostly E standard tuning, and then you had, I think, 3 in drop D. The first 2, 4 in drop D. Der So Good was in drop D. Right. And then in the second album, most of it's in drop D and only a few is in E standard. There's still drop D and E standard, but I think Mein Herz brennt is the only one that went that extra step of drop C. But yeah, I like the progression that they have with all their albums of like their guitar tunings. But we'll get into that in a moment. Next album, Rise.
So yes, Rise.
Hey, shut up on the set. Get out of here. We're filming. Cameo!
Another fantastic album. Started out with the title track, Rise, really good. Mein Teil, one of my favorites ever.
Great performance.
That's up there.
On that one.
Yeah, the performance on that one is amazing. Top songs up there with Engel, for sure, for me. Dalai Lama, Kinda Lust, really good. Los is really good.
Los is awesome.
America is really good. Moscow, Morgenstern, Stein Ohne Dich.
Ohne Dich is so good.
That one's really good, and honestly, that one's really powerful. Semi-recent events, like I can't really listen to that song anymore. It has become a more powerful song in recent years.
Yeah, that's the same with Dead Flowers by Demon Hunter. Yeah. I can't really listen to Dead Flowers that much.
This album is really, really good.
A little bit less memorable songs in comparison to Mutter. When you listed off the ones, it kind of like a couple strong ones, a couple like weaker ones. Still really good, obviously, because
all the
we're
songs
talking about
good.
Rammstein here.
Yeah.
I mean, Los. I love Los. That's the few times that they did acoustic guitar. I love acoustic guitar. So a little background on acoustic guitar for me. Grew up in like Southern Baptist churches, so we heard a lot of acoustic guitar in contemporary Christian music. That really ended up making me hate acoustic guitar for a while, actually, and then I kind of got back into it when I started like hearing some metal bands use it. Yeah, I started hearing like what can be done with acoustic, and I'm just like, acoustic guitar is awesome. I love it. So yeah, but Los is a big reason for that. So
this is where it gets tricky, because like there's still like 2 songs on there that are among my favorites. You know, Mind Tile and Onadish are up there. It's still an S tier. I am thinking bottom of S. I'm thinking Pencil Light is a little bit more strong all the way through.
Like, here's the thing. To a certain extent, I don't like the saying of like a song or 2 carries an album, because I feel like that's doing a disservice to the rest of the album and in terms of like judging it as a whole. But that was one of my biggest worries with the Iron Maiden tier list. They've got so many great songs, like how many songs are gonna like carry albums? That didn't really happen. I don't feel like anybody on that video was like, this song is my favorite song, so I put it at the very top of everything, you know? So, but yeah, that's my thing with this album. I also love those songs that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Those are definitely my favorite, but honestly, I'm going to put it at the end of A. Again, Rammstein hasn't written a bad song. In terms of their discography, this album is a little weaker and not having as memorable songs. Still a lot of good songs. They still have, you know, greatest hits kind of songs on this album, but it's definitely less memorable overall than Mutter. Like, Mutter was just, like, so good. In a lot of ways, they're magnum opus at the...
Magnum opus.
Magnum opus.
Yeah.
I kept trying to say Opeth there. I don't know why. Maybe that's a little hint on the next tier list.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now it's Hosenholt.
So, I'm also a huge fan of this album. My 3rd Rammstein tattoo. Got a red rose with the whip from the music video and stuff on my knee.
If you can't tell, he's a fan of Rammstein.
A little bit.
He has not put a single
It's like they're my favorite band.
He has not
or something.
put a single album in any other tier.
It's like they're my favorite band or something.
It's crazy.
Benzene, amazing. Men gegen Men, amazing. Hosenhot. So there's Angle, and then there's Hosenhot. Obviously, based on my tattoos, you can tell that. Angle, Hosenhot. So it's the 2nd best song that they've ever done. Spring, amazing. Wo bist du, amazing. Stirb nicht vor mir, Don't Die Before I Do.
That was good.
Zesturen, good. Hilf mir, good. Die Kirapota, Fire and Wasser, good. Ein Leid, good. This one definitely, I think, has a little bit of a fall off as well towards the end. I mean, everything obviously is still like really good. Now I'm like playing through the songs in my head though. Actually, I don't know if it does have that much of a fall off.
I think this one's a bit better than Rise and Rise.
I said that, and then I was like, I started listening to them in my head, and I'm like,
One thing I will point out: some of these songs are on their piano album. Yeah, I think both of those last 2, and dude, piano for those songs are just great. It made me appreciate those songs, the original songs, a lot more.
Hosenhot.
I know it's going in S.
It's an S tier.
It's an S. Everything's going to be an S, but so we've gotten to the point that I'm doing a tier list and he's doing an album ranking.
Yes. Yes. I think overall as an album, I like it better than Sehnsucht also. Like, because again, all the way through, and I was even like, yeah, it kind of tapers off, but then, like I said, I started playing it in my head, and I was like, does it taper off though? Maybe even more so than, because even though Mutter is still really, really good, it tapers off a little bit. I think this is above Mutter also for now.
I think Hosenholt might be your favorite album.
Might be.
We'll have to see, but
stay tuned, folks.
Very much in agreement with most of what you said. I'm not putting it in S tier because I know this is your favorite band, but in terms of like the video format, I'm trying to think a little bit more critical. And in my mind, S tier is meant for such a special place for albums, especially.
Like every Rammstein album that exists. I
Yes,
understand
like,
what you're saying completely, and I am applying it.
I will be putting it at the very top of A. It is better than most. I still can't put it. Me personally, I just can't put it above Mutter. Mutter might be my favorite. Okay. What is your next S tier?
Liebe ist für alle
I
da!
can't read it, so
Liebe ist für alle da!
this
Nicht
is little,
für mich!
little.
I better not pull that out. That's got stuff on it.
I'll put it on the Patreon.
Subscribe to the OnlyFans if you want to see the album.
Okay.
I don't appreciate you just linking that like that. This album has the most songs. 16, I believe.
Yeah, there are
Like-
a lot here. This was the only one, I think, or this was the first one, rather. While I was into Rammstein fully, I knew, okay, this is the new album coming out as I'm a fan.
This was 2009.
Yeah, so first track, Ramlied.
What an opening.
Yeah, Ich Tour de Weh. Weidmann's Heil, that's one of my favorites on this album, honestly, Weidmann's Heil.
Yeah.
Haifisch is really good. I don't even remember.
Bookstabu or something?
Yeah, something. It's all censored on here, and I don't even remember if I could find out why. I can't remember.
I'm hearing the lyric. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Fooling in Paris.
That's a great one. That was on the
Fantastic.
piano one.
Is good.
Maybe I'll put a beep sound effect in there.
Just bleep me out. So, and the music video for that stirred a lot of controversy and was part of why this album was such a big thing coming out too.
Yeah,
If you know, you
got the
know.
controversy.
We won't go into that one, but if you know, you know. Liebe ist für alle da, title track, that one's really good. Meer is really good. Holter Sand, so good.
That's
That
also
was
a
really
really
good.
good piano one.
Yeah. We got CD2 after that, then Führe mich, Donnerkinder, Halt. Then we got an orchestra version of Holter Sand, and Lisa. Is really, really solid.
Really, really solid, but I would honestly argue that they maybe went a little overboard with it. Like, this is 16 tracks, you know?
Yeah.
When you have a band that doesn't typically do that, every other song is really great, and then these ones are good, but still, like, not as good kind of thing. Still not a bad song on there, but, like, not as memorable.
Yeah, this one definitely less memorable.
First three
Yeah.
songs, I'd say,
So
like,
good.
what a opening. The live performance from Ramlied, fantastic. One of my favorite live performances.
Yeah.
And it's not like they do anything like pyrotechnics, just how the song is presented on stage with the lighting and everything. It's just so fantastic.
And I'm trying to think, because, like, honestly, this is probably definitely the one that I've gone back to the least. So this one's definitely at the bottom. I think it has to be for that reason. I think I'm going to go with a really high A tier. I still love this album.
He actually put one outside of S. I'm proud of you.
I told you I still got
critically.
curveball. I told you I might have a curveball.
Yeah.
I still really love this album, and again, it's on the fence. Like, I was thinking about it. Is this the bottom of S? Is this high A tier for me? Like, obviously still really hold it in high regard. And at a band that I love so much and have never made a bad song, I've gone back to that album the least.
I haven't gone back to it as much, but it's still a really solid album. But yeah, for me though, I'm gonna have to put it in B. And this is the lowest that Rammstein's gonna be for me. Nothing's going past B, but this is also the only one in B. A little bit of a spoiler, because we got two left. Again, for a lot of the same reasons. Again, like, 16 tracks is a lot. I wanna make it clear, there's nothing wrong with having a grand album with like a ton of tracks. There's nothing wrong with having a double album. Have a double album, but just do it carefully.
Yeah, and they still, you know, they didn't make a bad song on it. They still did really good with it. But it wasn't quite as memorable. And honestly, thinking back on it, like, maybe they knew they were going to take a long break and were trying to get bigger album out before. Because it was, what, like a 10-year break before
10
the
years
next album came out?
So that was killing you.
Richard Crispa was already working on solo project, I think, at that point. He was already working on Emigrate, and I think Till was about to start pretty soon with his solo stuff. So I think maybe they knew they were going to take a long break.
That makes a lot
And
of
then
sense.
maybe they were like,
wanted to
let's do a little bit extra on
do
this
that.
CD. Maybe
Which
I don't know
I
that.
can
I'm
understand
just
that.
looking back on it.
Yeah,
there
that
was
is
a 10-year
just-
gap.
Yeah, that's some speculation. So, the next one.
Self-titled album.
So,
Had to wait a long time for this.
man, I want that set. That's really, really cool.
It is.
This is a bit of a collection showcase too. with
Yeah,
the
a little
tunes.
bit. I can't help it. I'm like, look at how cool this is.
I like it that we both have different things from Rammstein.
Yeah.
Because like I don't have that. I have most of their albums though on CD.
I have all of them except for Sights. So yeah, there was a long wait for this. And of course, they dropped the music video first for Deutschland, which was
Like 10 minutes.
amazing. Like, the song is amazing, the music video is amazing, it's a cinematic masterpiece. Like, they came back with a bang with that, and it popped off. I can't remember how many millions of views it had within, like, no time at all, but, like, it went crazy. So yeah, Deutschland was the first track. Like I said, amazing. For me, probably the best on the album. Radio, also really good. They did a music video for that shortly after. Not quite as good, but that one was really good too.
I really like this next one here.
Psyched-ish, really good.
That one's a headbanger right there.
Yeah. Auslander is really good. Sex is okay, pretty good.
Yeah.
Puppe is really
Puppe?
good. I love Puppe also.
And the next one are probably
Was ich liebe, so good, yeah. Diamant is pretty good. Weit Weg, Tattoo, Hollow Man, those are all good.
Hollow Man's got some. I think it's either acoustic or classical guitar.
Really good comeback. Like honestly, I listened to it and really liked it at first, but then kind of didn't listen to it for a while, and then kind of went.
It was
back
a little weird.
A little more recent because I wasn't like crazy into it after the first listen. I was like, it's good, it's Rammstein, but also I wasn't like, yeah, they just put out a masterpiece. But I have appreciated it a lot more going back to it a little more recent in the past couple of years.
Same.
So it's still a fantastic album. I think it's still an S.
Okay.
I think it's still an S tier album for sure.
So, S. We're gonna have the whole section of, we're gonna put like some background music of like the Jeopardy theme or whatever.
I think with this one, it's like it's taking some time to like really grow on me and have me really appreciate it. So I mean, obviously it hasn't had as much time as a lot of those older albums have had, but because it has been growing and growing on me, just above Herzeleid.
Okay.
Below Sehnsucht.
I'm also kind of the same way. This album didn't really grow on me. Honestly, I don't think I even listened. I probably did when it first came out, listen to the whole thing. I don't know if I was just like listening and discovering a lot more music at that time. Kind of like listened to it maybe once or twice and then just never did again. Up until recently. Again, this has also been growing on me a lot, and I agree with a lot of the points that you said. I'm going to put it below Herzeleid. I still very much like the album. Herzeleid is just such a classic. So this is a very A-dominant tier list for me. S-dominant for Wilkamz.
Yeah.
So we got one more album.
Zeit.
Not as long as a year gap there. I think it was just a few years or whatever.
Yeah. This is the only album I don't have.
Yeah, I was really happy to get this one.
Do you have a video on it?
I don't think I do.
Comment down below. Tell Metal Gladiator here to get on that and make a video showing off.
I'm planning on doing a lot more videos on my collection. So
drop a comment telling him specifically you want to see this one.
You're gonna make like so many YouTube accounts just to drop comments on that.
Alright, so this album is amazing. I feel like it's been a little bit underrated. I feel like I talked to a couple people that were kind of like, it was kind of meh, and I told them, listen to it again. Listen to it again.
We told Nathaniel that.
Yeah.
He was in
brother-in-law. I told him, like, listen to it again. Yeah, I love this album. Armin der Tristan, amazing. Zeit, amazing. Schwarz, amazing. Giftig, really good. Zickzack, really good. Okay, really good. Traunen
is okay.
Okay, is okay. Meine Traunen, amazing. Angst, amazing. Dicke Titten, amazing. Lügen, amazing. Adieu, amazing. I love this album. I love this album. This is an S tier, 100%.
100%. So this man literally put one album in A and the rest are in S.
This one did not take any time like Rammstein to
just
grow on me.
hit.
This one immediately I was like, this is amazing. I'm debating on my top 3. It's in my top 3. It is above Sehnsucht for sure. I'm debating which, like, is it a...
I'm gonna have you add an after effect of your head exploding.
Just go scanners. Because, like, okay, so those 3 albums, Hosenhut, Mutter, Zeit, those are the 3 that I listen to, like, all the way through the most. Like, I love songs from every single album. They've never written a bad song. They're my favorite band. But those 3 albums I listen to all the way through the most.
Those are the kind of like the albums for you that's like
Yeah.
really hard to just pick and choose some songs.
Right, I
It's
play
like
the
you
album.
gotta listen
I
to
just
the
play
whole
the
album.
album, yeah.
I love those albums. So that means Zeit is going all the way down to D. Sorry. Calm down. It's gonna be a heavily edited video just for this factor alone. Oh, is it
2
better than
seconds
Mutter?
later. Yes.
It is.
I'm debating right now, is it my favorite?
So it's better than Mutter.
So I don't know.
So yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna get back to him.
Yeah,
You keep thinking about that. I'm just gonna go ahead and agree with most of everything you said. Honestly, Zigzag and Okay are probably my least favorite songs.
Same,
I
that's
really
where it
like,
tapers off, you know. But then it
Gift
picks back
Take.
up. Oh,
I
Gift
really
Take.
like Gift Take. That was really catchy. I honestly think Zigzag might be my least favorite overall.
That might be
man,
mine too. The music
the
video
way-
was funny, and you could tell it wasn't like a
Yeah.
serious song.
Oh
really,
yeah,
but like,
for sure. I get in terms of the music video, I get the Danny California Red Hot Chili Pepper vibes with that video there.
Yeah.
Minor Trendin'.
Oh, my turn. Yeah.
That one and Onks, the way those two flow into each other,
Yeah.
so good. I mentioned guitar tunings. So in Rise and Hosenholt, they did a lot more drop C in it. They still had some songs that were like E standard or drop D, but they were going a little bit more heavy in terms of the tunings. And then after that, they still just kind of did like a mix with the next 2. After those 2 albums, they didn't really experiment with tunings. And then Zeit, Onks, and Minor Trendin' are in drop B. So they went even heavier with it. And that's another thing that kind of is a standout for me. This one for me is S. Mutter is my favorite. That one is just so grand and just... I don't know who on earth allowed Rammstein to cook this hard. This is one of those albums that are just like... I have some albums that I love so much and then I just look at and never get tired of, and I'm just like, who allowed this? Like, A Matter of Life and Death is one of those albums for me by Iron Maiden. I'm just like, who allowed Iron Maiden to make such a masterpiece like this? Especially after Dance of Death. Like, who
They had to
allowed
turn it
this?
around. We were listening to it to and from work for the longest time. Just play through the album again, play through the, like,
Yeah.
every day for I don't even know how long. Like,
Probably a whole year. But
I think I'm gonna leave it where it's at though.
Okay, so you're gonna leave it there. All right, so let's go through Williams' ranking. His least favorite.
Liebe ist für alle da. Reise, Herzeleid, Rammstein, Sehnsucht, Mutter, Zeit, Hosenhut.
I do feel like it's fitting for your favorite to be Hosenholt, though. I will say that. It just feels like
And honestly, this whole
Hosenholt.
list
And to
was
be
difficult
fair-
because, like, I love all of them.
Yeah, and to be
so
fair,
much.
you don't have a Zeit tattoo yet.
You don't. Not
I
yet.
say yet.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Yet.
So in my tier list, well, least favorite is the same. So
Liebe ist für alle da.
yeah, that's at B, the only one at B. And then in A tier, I've got Rise, Rammstein, Hetzerleit, Senschutz, and Hosenholt. Hosenholt, though, I will say, is still very, very close to getting an S tier. So that could change, possibly, if I really go back and listen to that album. But of course, in S, I've got Zeit, and Mutter. That's the tier list. Both of our tier lists. Let us know about yours. Link to the tier list in the description so you can make it yourself. I'm going to go ahead and announce something because I'll go ahead and put a link in this too. Discord. I have a Discord. I am going to make, I literally just now got this idea, but I am going to make a channel in my Discord server for tier lists. So anybody can just like screenshot their tier list and just put it in there. So that's going to be coming and probably tomorrow. So I have a bunch of links for my stuff in the description. I'll be putting his links as well. Look at the camera and promote yourself. Okay, maybe don't look at the camera. He's camera shy.
I have a YouTube channel, but I haven't been making a lot of videos because I've been super busy. I'm in a full-time job. I'm doing a tattoo apprenticeship, so but I do have probably the most active right now on my art page on Instagram, which is Wilkamz Art Journey, and I post my tattoo apprenticeship stuff on there. All my Rammstein tattoos. If you go to Instagram, Spooky Kid Tattoos, she's still an apprentice as well, but she's done all my Rammstein ones, so check her out too.
So check out all the other tier list videos I have. I should have, well, yes, I do have a playlist on my channel. So if you don't want to scroll through, and because I have a lot of different videos, so check out the playlist there. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling, and that is going to be it. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Wilkamz, for being here. Check out his stuff. See you in the next video.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen!